you crazy. I said, you're crazy. I'm not shooting no commercial with Larry. So I said, okay, what, we're gonna shoot it in LA?
I would never went to LA to film it.
Well, where are we gonna shoot it?
Magic Johnson finally exposed the specific instant that ended the fiercest feud in athletic history. And it wasn't old age, trophies, or distance. It was Larry Bird's mom, Georgia Bird, feeding him lunch inside her house in French Lick, Indiana. This is Ervin Magic Johnson, 5 NBA titles with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the Showtime Lakers, 3 Finals MVPs, 12 All-Star nods. The icon who rescued hoops beside his biggest rival. When Magic talks regarding Larry Bird, pay attention, since for 7 seasons, those two guys truly loathed one another. No acting here, no media hype. They embraced a malice so deep that Pat Riley ordered his Lakers squad never to lift a Celtic off the floor. Yet here is what nobody gets about the Magic Bird feud. The trait folks think fueled their drive. Their competitive edge isn't what made them elite. What made them invincible was the truth that they were the precise same spirit wearing distinctive uniforms. The very first time Magic saw Larry Bird hoop, he scarcely could believe what his eyes witnessed. That was the season prior their historic NCAA Championship battle. The World Invitational Games gathered up the finest varsity athletes to battle against global challengers. Magic was present to analyze his rivals, but what he viewed altered history. And man, he was Steph Curry. 30 jumpers in a row, pure nylon. Magic was seeing talent that broke every assumption he had raised up about hoops.
Yeah, boy.
Yet the true surprise happened within the live matchups. Kentucky boasted Jack Given, the Athlete of the Year, a massive threat, who was expected to prove why SEC hoops was better. Larry Bird demolished him. And Larry Bird. 6 months after, these two titans clashed on the grandest court college sports had ever known. March 26th, 1979. Michigan State battling Indiana State for the Big Crown. Indiana State came undefeated at 33. And man, Bird graced every periodical front. Sports Illustrated had named him college basketball's absolute ruler. The TV stats say everything regarding what the nation was viewing. A 24.1 score, 40 million folks in 18 million homes. The top viewed hoops match in American records. This wasn't simply a match, it was a pivotal shift that would shape the league for the coming 10 years. Magic's Spartans held the ideal plan. Double team. Bird. Let Greg Kelser rule everywhere else. We thought 2 studs could defeat 1, Magic clarified. It worked. Michigan State won 75-64. Bird fired rare 7 of 21 from the floor. Magic posted 24 markers and showed the nation something they had never witnessed prior, the alley-oop. But here is where the tale goes wild. The league draft split them into a perfect storm. Bird was picked by Boston 1 season prior in 1978, but stayed in class. Magic went first overall to the Lakers in 1979. The association's 2 most historic clubs linked by a history reaching back to Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. The ultimate feud engine was born. Pro hoops in 1979 was fading. 17 of 23 squads were losing cash. The league finals were aired on tape delay at 11:30 p.m. Athletes slept in Holiday Inns. The game was slipping into obscurity while baseball and football captured the nation's focus. Who would ever? Magic's debut year highlighted everything wrong with the association's goals. He guided the Lakers to the NBA Finals, became the sole rookie in history to snag Finals MVP, just the 3rd baller ever to jump from college title to NBA Finals title. His prize? Losing Rookie of the Year to Larry Bird by a count of 63-4.
I was pissed, man. I was mad.
Magic confessed,
I'm like, ever be free. Right.
this wasn't fake TV conflict. This was organizational loathing handed down through generations. Pat Riley made the laws crystal clear to his Lakers. I don't want you to help up a Celtic if they hit the floor. Red. Auerbach had drilled that same mindset into the Boston Celtics DNA. This was gang combat masquerading as hoops fought out at Boston Garden and the Forum. For 8 seasons they clashed. The 1984 Finals. Celtics beat Lakers in 7 bouts at Boston Garden. Bird takes Finals MVP. The 1985 Finals? Lakers get payback in 6 bouts at the Jizz. Forum. Magic claims Finals MVP. The 1987 Finals? Lakers cruise in 6 games. Every single year, one of them was raising the championship hardware. The association constructed its whole brand around their shared annihilation. Magic averaged 19.5 points, 7.7 boards, 11.2 assists versus Bird. Larry hit 25.3, 11.1 rebounds, 4.6 assists, flanking McHale and Parrish. Head-to-head, Magic owned a 22-15 overall record, specifically 11-8 in playoffs. Not just games, televised psychological warfare sessions, beaming to millions. Then, 1987 shifted everything. A single call from Converse. The brand wanted both icons for a spot. The set? French Lick, Indiana Larry's turf. Population 1,800. Ground zero for a 7th grader working 40-hour weeks just keeping his folks alive.
The mom, you know.
Magic admitted he had zero clue he was meeting the woman who'd bury their beef for good. Georgia Bird was born Georgia Marie Carnes in 1930. She wed Joe Bird, a World War II and Korea vet fighting inner demons he couldn't beat. Larry's high school years saw them split. February 1975, Larry was 18. Joe called, claiming the family was better off alone. Then he put a shotgun to his head and pulled the trigger. Georgia raised 6 kids solo in a destitute county, working 2 gigs, sometimes 100 hours weekly, netting $100. Groceries cost $120. She'd borrow $50 from the bank to feed them, repaying it 7 days later. That's the woman greeting Magic. Johnson on her porch in 1987.
She's bringing out all the ball players.
Magic was stunned. His nemesis's own mother just crowned him her absolute favorite, baller. But the real shift hit over lunch. First time in 8 years, Magic and Larry saw each other as men, not targets. No longer the Riley-led Laker star, or the K. C. Jones Celtic icon. Just 2 broke small-town kids using hoops to outrun fates that should have crushed them. James Worthy saw the shift live. It wasn't until that Converse shoot that folks realized they weren't foes, just too gritty, competitors obsessed with winning. But here's the ugly truth. That rivalry's toll nearly wrecked them both, body and mind. Bird blew his back in '85, shoveling gravel for his mom's driveway. That pain haunted his career's end. Magic's frame crumbled under the nonstop chase for perfection. Both retired prematurely because their bodies failed their minds' demands. The mental cost was steeper. When Magic revealed his HIV status November 7th, '91, Larry, Bird lost it. Rick Fox, a rookie Celtic then, watched Bird weep openly. The man, stone-faced during history's hardest games, was sobbing for his old rival. The stats back up their joint dominance. From 1979 to '91, they combined for 8 titles, 6 Finals MVPs, and 6 League MVPs. They turned a failing league into a global powerhouse. By '89, NBC paid $600 million for rights, up from $88 million 7 years prior. But their true mark isn't rings or stats. It's proving greatness demands an equal, opposite force. Magic said it himself, no Magic without Larry, and vice versa. Johnson's now worth $1.2 billion. Larry lives quiet in Florida, dodging the spotlight. Their post-game paths are polar opposites, but the bond is ironclad, welded by a mom who knew that under the go-kid, jerseys and hate, they were just her boys. Magic told Shannon Sharpe a truth defining their whole connection, not just a rivalry, a love story masked as war. It took a mother's wisdom to make them understand it.